Welcome back to Waterdeep, my friends. The City of Splendors, Crown of the North. And when we last left off, Aldous, you were speaking to Okora Stonemarrow.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea, you were talking to your sister from abroad, Diana. And Donovan was a bit distracted. And outside, you hear a familiar sound. That of a paperboy reading news from and you just kind of hear it as you're discussing and in your several conversations, that is. Waterdeep Wazoo! You hear the caller calling out, says it several times to get people's attentions. He says, "Blood on the streets! Blood on the streets!" Waterdeep's short peace coming to an end as the City Watch reports that incidents between Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild are coming to a head. The Watch has so broken up several fights, and then it kind of dies back into the background, and you go back to your conversation. Your several conversations, that is. Like I was saying, Rhea, I'm very happy, and she actually standing behind her now, and she cranes her neck around, a little flush in the face, says, it's good to hear that you've made some progress on your quest. I think I will take my leave, though. I should get some rest.
Make yourself comfortable.
I know
but
you.
I do wonder what brings you here to Waterdeep, let alone Troll Skull Manor.
I was sent as support to help you on your quest. And
Sent by who?
Like I said, the council. And the offer stands. I will protect the stone for you while you search for these other components. Oh, how did you refer to them, as eyes?
Yes, there's 3 of them.
Well, again, I'd be more than happy to take on the responsibility of holding it for you.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that. I just need to keep it on me at all times, and I need to protect it. But you're more than welcome to help.
Well, I hope you have it secured. Well, I must take my leave. You did offer for me to stay here, but I do have lodging at the Dripping Dagger. So I suppose I'll at least finish up my stay there. Perhaps return tomorrow, if that's okay with the group of you.
Yes, of course. And thanks for letting me know where to find you if I need you before then. You're always welcome here.
Well, Ray, I'm not surprised you were successful. You always were the most perceptive one.
What was her name again, Ray?
Diana.
Roll a wisdom check, Rhea.
Okay.
Rhea, you notice something is amiss. What she just said to you. What did she just say to you?
That she was sent to help from the council, sent to help me on my quest.
No, not that. After that. After that.
That she was
The
willing
last
to
thing
be
she said.
staying at the Inn of the Dripping Dagger until the end of her vacancy.
Not
So just
that.
to
Not that. After that is the last thing she said. Struck you
offering to.
struck you as odd.
I mean, the whole interaction is odd, frankly. Um, offering to hold the stone.
No, it was the mention about you being the most perceptive.
Hmm. Okay. I didn't really think anything of that because I feel that to be true. Um, so I didn't really think anything of that, but that kind of spiked my curiosity about the cough. I was going to bring it up to the party,
And you
but not
hear a
mention
knock
it
at
to
the
Diana.
door. You hear a knock at the door. Dunk, 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 dunk. And a courier lets themselves in immediately after knocking. And Blackwell's Union delivery. And this page boy looking person scans the room looking for someone to lift their head after mentioning Blackwell's Union, and he holds a scroll in his hand.
I'll run up quickly and take it from him.
And you take it, and he takes his leave. Simple courier dropping off a message, a rolled up piece of paper.
Okay. I'm assuming it's not the newspaper that we saw. It's something different.
It is not a newspaper. You can tell right away it's not the paper they use for the broadsheets. It is
Mhm.
fine paper. And
Okay.
do you unroll it and check it out?
Um, maybe I'll head back to Donovan, and as I'm walking back to him, I'll open it and share it with him.
Okay. A little hard to read. For some reason it didn't import very well.
Mm,
But I can read it to you if that's helpful.
okay.
It,
Well, I mean, it looks like there's a feast at the Castellenter
there
Villa.
is. It says the master of the
Okay.
household has received the lady and lordship's command to invite Blackwell's Union to the feast of La Ruin at the Villa Castellanter on the 9th day of Tarshak, 1492 DR.
I'll sort of. I'm assuming I'd like be reading this aloud, loud enough for basically everyone to hear. And I'll look up at Donovan and ask him, "What day is it again?"
The 8th, 2 days, 3 days before the twins are sucked into hell. We're probably gonna have to take a bath for this.
Maybe you will.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to take a bath. The 11th of this coming month is the date that Asmodeus will seek to claim the souls of the remaining Castellanner progeny.
And Okoria starts speaking again. Kind of walked away in the middle of her conversation. She says, "So, Aldous, I'm going to be defending you tomorrow. I wanted to get any information that I can from you that might help me to that end. First of all, did you do this thing they're accusing you of? Did you murder Lord Orand Grailhond?" Okoria asks you, Aldous.
Yeah. Um, I think I think Olcoria is somebody who I trust quite a bit. So I would be like pretty honest with her about what happened, that, you know, there was like an altercation and that like there were like soldiers who came in and basically just assumed that we were the people who like ransacked the estate, and we had like basically no choice but to defend ourselves. We
Yes.
like tried to talk through it, but there was like no talking through it
And are you
to
going
be
to tell
had.
her all the? Is there anything you're going to leave out, or are you just going to be completely
Mm.
forthcoming with Olcoria Stone Marrow?
And I think like the points that I would leave out would be the fact that we killed, what's his name, the guy, I'm forgetting his
Erstel, no,
name.
he's the assassin. Am I standing there with them too?
You're standing right there, yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, so you would be like chiming in
Yeah,
too.
there was an assassin there, certainly. But if it weren't for Aldous, myself, and the rest of the Blackswell's Union, I'm certain that more people would have died that night. Perhaps his wife, who he was survived by, would have also fell victim to the Zent assassin that was killed at the scene by us, nonetheless. Actually, I'll point over at Joanna. I think she's the one that killed him, but saved the rest of the royal family. We were there, but not for the purposes of killing anyone, any of the Growlhunts.
Donovan, you're talking and looking over the shoulder of Olcoria Stone Marrow, which is not hard to do because she's a dwarf. And you see straight across, sitting at the bar, is the Black Viper with her arms crossed, looking at you, like, "Can we get back?"
Just
Giving you that.
just a second.
And she turns back around and she's looking at the blueprints she had previously laid out on the bar.
Yes, we were there, but it wasn't for that. We've been investigating this war between the Zent and the Xanathar. It's been well known that they've attempted to kill us on numerous occasions, documented by the city guard, Captain Staggett. The Sea Ward was probably the first to witness the results of our investigation into this war. This investigation led us to the Growlhunts. We had reason to believe that something may transpire that night, although we did not. We weren't aware of the fact that it could have been an assassination. Otherwise, obviously, we would have reported it to the town watch, the city watch. You said you're going to be there tomorrow. That would be helpful. We could certainly use someone of such high reputation to speak on Aldous' and the rest of Blackswell's Union's behalf. I'll smile and roll persuasion.
Sounds great. Listen, I'm going to do everything I can to get these charges dropped on the group of you, but there's a certain limit. There are limits to how I can sway the opinions of people when there are nobles involved.
Gold? How much will it take?
We don't have as much gold as these nobles. That's not a fight. That's not the field we'll be fighting on.
So bribery's out of the question. Perhaps favors.
Perhaps. I'm sure it will take favors.
I have a list of folks that I'm possible character witnesses that I'll be calling upon to join you in defense of Blackswell's Union. But I can honestly say, because I was there, it wasn't any of our swords that felled Lord Growlhun.
I believe you. At least we have that on our side, that you are believable. Also, there is no body. It is a little difficult.
What do you mean there's no body?
Yeah, they did not find the body. They're not saying there is a body of Lord Oren Growlhund,
Well, then how do they know he's dead?
because Yala Growlhund is saying so. It's his wife.
Huh. Shit, you think she could have killed him? I'll look at Aldous oh, Corey, isn't it? You think it could have been her that hired the killer?
I'll sort of put my hands up and be like, that's beyond me. I know that she has it out for us, for sure.
Oh, well, she sees us as dupes, pawns to be used to save herself. Yeah, perhaps she's responsible. You should bring that up.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she, want to frame us?
Yeah. Especially if she did it. Well, we just walked right in and gave her an alibi and a killer to pin it on.
I have heard that most murders and kidnappings are done by a family member, somebody they already know.
Oh, yes.
I'll also, implore Okoria as well. I really don't know how proceedings go. I'm assuming, all this, even though he grew up in the city, he is not that well versed in, legal matters. But I would employ her to, if there's a spell that they need to use to read my thoughts or to make me say the truth or whatever, I'd be willing to put myself in that position,
You telling Donovan or Okoria?
Alcoria.
All right, so you continue that conversation.
Uh-oh.
Harlow, you're in what appears to be a tower. All you have with you is this huge bag of candy, that stuffed animal that you clutched to with dear life to, and the clothes on your back. And you peek one more time out that portal, really just a lookout. It's not even a window that opens, it's just a thick piece of glass set in the stone. And you see an empty room behind you and a door in front of you. What do you do?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Oops, can't hear you. Oh, still can't hear you. Is your microphone on? Oh man, it's a big moment too. You there?
There
They're
she is.
reconnecting. Yay!
There you go. You're good.
So I said I was going to eat a piece of candy, grab onto Bunny, and try to go towards the door.
Okay. You reach for the door. You see a door handle.
I open it, I guess, or try to.
All right. You open the door and you see just beyond the door this creature.
That's scary, so I run back in the room.
You close the door.
Yeah.
And he didn't step towards you when you saw him, but you did see his one arm, his one appendage just move.
So I kind of go back towards the door, peeking through it, throwing candy at it. Maybe if I'm friends with it, it won't hurt me.
Okay. And you sit there with your back up. You throw some candy out the door, close it again. You don't hear anything. You're not hearing the sounds that would make you think it's reaching for the candy you threw.
Yeah, so I kind of just like keep peering back to see what it's doing, but also kind of scared.
It's just doing this. And the longer you look at it, the more it raises one arm ever closer to you.
I know that's scary. I don't like it. So I kind of just close the door and just keep my back against the door.
Okay.
I love this scenario.
Yeah.
All right. And we will leave you there to think about what the heck you might do in that situation.
Yeah.
And then in a strange, awkward moment, there were several conversations going on. And in an awkward, silent moment, everyone's conversation stopped all at once. Olcoria looks at Donovan, looks at Aldous. Diana looks at Rhea. Joanna. And you hear, Mr. Donovan, you had a couple of messages you once sent? Is that right?
I do. That is right. The notes. Yes. Just a second. I'll leave the group of them, walk over.
Yeah, I'll take care of that for you.
Grab some paper from behind the bar and a quill and quickly scribble out a message. You can read.
Oh, you don't have it done yet? Oh, God.
You can read and write, right? Can any of your cousins read or write?
Yes?
All right. I'll look over it.
Are you calling me stupid?
No, not at all. I'll look over at Esfil and smile, and then find a quill with a hopefully semi-full inkwell and start.
Hey, just in case I couldn't read your writing, you might want to tell me what you want me to know.
The letter's the same, but they goes to several people: Mert, Renier, Neverember, Gillester, Captain Staggett in the Sea Ward, and Barnabas.
Will courier service know where to find all these people? I'm just going to take it to the courier service.
Yes, courier. Even better. I'll make sure. I'll pen out the note that I have in the chat. Your presence is humbly requested at the trial of Blackswell's Union to act as character witnesses for the accused. You will be rewarded with a private feast that lift your spirits within Troll Skull Manor. Yeah. It's the best I could do. I'm kind of broke.
It's awesome. Excellent job. Got to do something.
And we got
Olcoria.
Got a lot of friends.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got a lot of friends. Time to cash some of these chips in. Oh,
Olcoria
and
turned.
Davil. I need to find him. I'm going to send one to Davil as well. I don't even know where to find him. Yeah. I'll figure that out later.
And Olcoria turns to you, Aldous, and says, "Here. It'll look good if you wear this." And it's a badge she hands to you.
Ooh.
With the sigil of the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors on it.
I like get really giddy, but I'm like sort of trying to show it, not to show it.
It'll be a good look at your trial. And I actually do have one for Aldous.
Yeah, look at that.
And she says, "Where's the small spellcaster that was traveling with you? I don't see her." I was going to give her one as well.
I think you're speaking of Harlow.
Yes.
We seem to have parted ways on our way back from the parade.
I'll give it to
We're
her.
hoping she'll turn up.
I'll give it to her at the trial tomorrow. Make sure she's there.
I'm sure she will be there.
That would not be a good look if we could not pull in. Actually, it'll make her look guilty if she's, It's good you're all willing to show up. You are, aren't you?
Yes, we are all willing.
And your compatriots, and she motions over towards Joanna, and Rhea. They are equally as willing to show up for trial.
I sort of like look over to them to see if they'll indicate one way or not.
I just kind of shrug, but in an affirming way. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I just bow my head silently.
Great.
She adds, it will not be easy defending, but I will say it will be easier for me to defend Aldous. He is kind of spoken for by the Watchful Order. All of your accounts of the story are the same then? They won't find any differences in your different versions? They may ask you individually what occurred. Just make sure you have the story straight. I would prefer it matches the story you just gave me.
I'm sure that you will find no inconsistencies in our story.
Okay, good. Just don't want any surprises.
Of course.
Well, with that, I'll take my leave. It's good to see you healthy, Aldous, and hopefully tomorrow we will win the day. Wear that badge with pride, and I think it'll do you good service tomorrow. It'll be a good look.
Thank you as always for your help, for your guidance.
Of course.
Victoria.
Of course. That's what tutelage and representation is. That's what we're here for. And she takes her leave. And you see her walk out the door. You see that large construct. The shield guardian, as she referred to it, that follows her everywhere she goes. You see her take her leave, and it follows right behind.
Okay. Well, we've got the Watchful Order on our side. That's good.
That is good. This is excellent. It couldn't between them, Mert, and the rest of the people that I'm going to be sending notices to. Hopefully, I can pull in a favor from Davil. But the question remains, and I'll kind of thumb over my left shoulder towards Esvel. Are we going to do this thing with her, or are we going to go looking for Arlo? Are we taking a vote? Or do we even need to?
I think we need to see Harlow. I feel like it's obvious.
Yeah.
All right. I agree.
Or, I mean, the alternative is, like, I could go with Esfel since I know where the eyes should be, and we could, like, split up. And, like, maybe, let's say, like, I'm at the party and it's clear to me that I'm not going to be able to, like, get it. Then we can just, like, call it off.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Here's the thing. We just got a letter inviting us to a party inside the walls of the estate. Like,
Right.
They're going to let us in the front door. No climbing over walls. No dodging dogs or guards.
Yeah.
If I can convince Esfel that that'll be a better opportunity, given your knowledge of where this eye is, perhaps we can put her off until then. I mean, she's stubborn, and I don't think she really likes me that much, but anymore. But I might be able to convince her that it'd be best to put that off. But I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Ray. I think Harlow should be our. And using this paper bird and hopefully the potion that you grabbed from Weird Bottles, we might be able to actually find where she is, if she's still alive.
And just for clarification, the date of the party, when is that in relation to
About a week.
today?
About a week from today.
About a week. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we'd be able to convince her because her whole like logic was that she wanted to do it during the day when stuff was going on, you know? So if it's during a party, you know, like same difference, right?
That's my thought. Do
Yeah.
you want to help me try and convince her?
Sure, yeah.
I'll look over at Joanna. If we can't convince her, you think you can convince her? And I'll crack my knuckles.
I'll just nod. Whatever it takes.
All right. We'll walk over. I'll walk over to the bar and lay the invitation on top of the blueprints that she has laying out. I just got us an even better option, Esville. Oh, you've met Aldous, right? Esville.
Hi.
In passing.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again, Albus.
I hope you've not been too rough with Donnie.
Oh, I'm sure he can take care of himself, Aldous. But look, do I have your attention now? And she points. She moves the party and she slides it off. And she drags your attention, pointing. Doot, doot, doot. Look. Are you guys ready to go? I have this all worked out. Simple and clean.
Well, it's helpful, but we've sort of run into another issue. That's why, and I'll slide the invitation back on top. If this could be put off just a bit longer, I may have an easier way to enter in. I'm going to try and persuade her.
Okay.
And I'll try to do the same. I'll sort of try to, maybe as somebody who doesn't know her as
no dogs.
Well,
roll a second one. He's helping you talk her into it, so you get advantage on the roll.
Okay.
No dogs. No guards. No climbing walls. You. Oh, did you mean me roll a second? No, he said. I think he meant you were giving me.
I see.
No, that's all I need.
Okay.
She says, "Absolutely not. I'm going there.
No.
Right now, and I need your help." You said I would have been lining up other people if you weren't going to help me out. Are you going to pull through with helping me with this or what? I'm telling you, I have the route all scoped out. I have blueprints. I've done all this work. I'm ready to go in. I've even prepped the roof where we're going to enter. And
I'm gonna ask her more.
Stops.
I'm gonna ask her more specific questions. So I'm gonna ask her like, where exactly are you going? Like, are you targeting a specific room or a specific thing that you want to take? What are you targeting?
Yes, I've been in the study where Victoro keeps his valuables, and I've already been on the roof, and I dislodged some tiles, made it accessible to enter in through the roof, so we won't have to interact with anyone. Any of us that can't climb, and she looks over at armored Rhea, maybe they could be the lookout. I would rather have everyone with us, but I understand. That's where I need your input. Who's a look? If someone needs to be a lookout.
Wait, you need muscle?
Well, it can't hurt to have muscle around. I mean, he points at Joanna. She points at Joanna and says, "I mean, that's why I wanted the group review. You kind of have all the angles covered."
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed to find a better group,
agree.
especially on such short notice.
So let's do it. And she points at the map and she indicates the wall she plans to. Now, this could change based on pedestrians and party traffic, but she points on the map where she intends to go over the wall, where she intends to climb up the house, and the roughly around on the roof of the main residence where she intends to enter.
And in my recollection, she's talking about like the study. Is that the room that Victoria took me to see the eye?
You imagine that room right away. The
Yeah.
opulent, all the woodwork. There was a
Mhm.
fireplace in there. Was a big desk with all his papers, and he had a little drawer where he kept the eye in. He took the eye out, showed it to you.
Right.
You can picture the room when she's talking about it, and it does make sense to you. That was up on the what is it, the second or third floor? You don't remember how tall the building was, but
Yeah.
yeah, it would make sense that if you went in through the roof, well, then you only have to go down. It's right. That's the next room down, other than the attic, Um, so anyway, she's like,
Yeah.
this is rock solid. And even if it goes afoul, we have enough people to cause distraction and make a getaway. That's the idea.
Hmm.
He's so distracted entertaining all the nobles with all the partying going on, especially with the parade. He's trying to really show off today.
I'll sort of say to her, look, one of our party members has gone missing. But I'll sort of speak for myself, like trying not to implicate the whole group. I have particular interest in one item of his. And I'll sort of turn to the rest of the group and say that I'd be willing to go with her by myself. Or maybe if like someone wanted to split up so that we didn't have to like choose um, either or, you know?
I'll make it simple. Donovan, Aldous, you come with me. The big girl
Don't
and the
don't
not
don't.
and the
Which one?
Don't.
Which way do you mean?
and the big
She's
girl.
buff, but I'm little height wise.
true stout. The big girl and
Yeah.
the stout girl.
Oh
The big
my
tall
God.
girl and the big stout girl.
Yeah.
If anyone would give out our position or would have a hard time climbing, it would be them. So I would say if we have to do without two people, those
Okay.
would be the two.
Yeah, I'll look to the group to see what they think.
I'll look at Ray and Joanna. Actually, why don't we? Yeah, well, since the tap room's pretty empty except for a few people.
Diana looks like she's wrapping up her conversation, or she has actually. She's actually been like looking between Joanna and Rhea for the last 10 seconds. And she, well, it was really good to see you, Rhea. Very happy to see you well and successful.
Of course, Dana. I'll see you tomorrow.
And she leans into you and says, if you want to see your sister alive again, you'll follow the instructions I leave. I'll send instructions tomorrow. And looks at you directly in the eyes, Rhea. And you realize at that moment, this is not your sister. It looks exactly like your sister. She won't be harmed if you follow the instructions.
I'm appalled.
I bet you are.
Yeah, I'll hear from you tomorrow.
The look on Diana's face looks like she's happy that you're appalled, by the way. And it looks like she kind of sizes you up for a second and then cautiously takes her leave.
I'm gonna like notice that for a brief second and like stand up out of my chair really quickly and watch her leave the room.
Roll a perception check just for the heck of it. And yeah, you're watching her do that. You you notice something is amiss just by the look on Rhea's face, the change in posture of this individual. Um, it's a little um, unbalancing though, because you know this is her sister. They were just
Does Azaraj give me any indication of?
Ooh, good one.
yes. As soon as you tap that uh, kind of psychic ability, the weapon informs you that this is a highly unlawful uh, person.
I'll kind of like look over at Rhea with an eyebrow up, like, "That's your sister?"
Has she fully left the building yet?
She's walking out the door, and are you watching the whole time?
Yeah.
Just before Diana walks out the door, you get a glimpse of this face winking at you.
Okay. As that character leaves, I'm still shocked, so I'm a little like shook up. But I tell the rest of the group that that creature, that thing wasn't my sister. It took the form of her, and it said that, you know, somebody has my sister. So I'll find more tomorrow, and hopefully we can rescue her if we can.
Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day.
And as they were leaving, I saw what looked like maybe some sort of dark elf wearing purple. So
Dark
maybe
elf?
that's who we're looking for.
Just drow elf and a common here inside the city. What did they look like? Was it a man, woman?
I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it might have been a man, but they were wearing a purple hat. Had little fangs almost.
I roll a maybe investigation check to see if it's a person I may have heard of or know of through my criminal contacts.
You can make a roll. Sounds like a drow elf from the description, but you don't know.
Yeah, no one I've heard of before.
You've heard legends of drow elves.
They're not common here, though, in the city, are they?
They're not. You've heard, like, in Skullport, that subterranean mythical place that you've never been. But of course, people have talked about it in the circles that you keep.
Well, of course. Well, we're going to help you. If your sister's here in the city and someone has her, we're going to help you. They're going to send you word tomorrow?
Yes, and I don't really know much else until then, but they said that she's safe, which I'm skeptical of, but we need to find her as soon as we can. But we also need to get Harlow. I feel like we need to get Harlow first. We need our full party before we can do anything.
Donovan, are we ready?
Hence our issue, Rhea. Aldous and I just discussed with Esfel. I'll hold my finger up to her again. Just discuss this with Esfel. There's a possibility that the three of us could get the eye while you and Joanna follow the paper bird and locate Harlow. Did Esfel, she seemed to think this would be a pretty quick thing, right?
She tells you it would take 45 minutes max.
So we go, we fetch the eye for you. You go, you find Harlow for us. Oh. Hold on, I gotta reconnect. Looks like Ray got booted. Sorry, Ray. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I accidentally pressed the back button.
No,
My
you're
bad.
good. Good. So we got the option of if you and Joanna are willing to follow the paper bird to learn of Harlow's whereabouts, if she's alive, I'm assuming the bird will find her. And Esfel has asked that Aldous and I accompany her to retrieve the item we seek.
Yeah, I think both parties are more than capable. Especially like if we part in that way, I think Joanna and I could definitely fend for ourselves and watch each other's backs. And same goes for you and Aldous and Esvel. So I think that's okay.
And hopefully we won't take too long.
We could be back here hour and a half, I'm guessing. I'll look at Esfel. Hour and a half? In time for lunch?
If all goes well, certainly.
I'll hand one of the paper birds to Rhea and Joanna.
Oh, the picture's not attached to the potion of flying anymore. What the crap happened?
And by any chance, did we take a short rest at all, or can we before we...
We've been sitting around here for
Get
like
going.
an hour, right?
Yeah, I just need to know if I would get some health back or potentially some health or spell slots. Let me see what I'm working with.
Just trying to think if you've been there for an hour and if that counts as rest. I think if you're just talking, that's fine. What time was it?
Oh, actually, it would be before dinner because we probably got back here around lunch.
Right. So we'll just say that's what you wanted to spend that time, because that's important. It is going to be important, and I'm glad you brought it up, actually, Raya, because it is on my agenda to keep tabs moving forward on when you rest. You could get exhausted, and that would not be good, because then it'll take even more time to recuperate from that, and you wouldn't be at your full, strength.
Yeah, look at it this way. I'm going to get us a place to stay outside of Troll Skull tonight, all of us. Someplace where we can get a decent night's rest before tomorrow's busy day. So we'll meet back here before dinner, have supper, and then hopefully go find a place with Harlow to lay low for the night in preparation for tomorrow's court hearing and other activities.
I'm going to grab a beer, and then we'll get on with our flying episode and our Castle Enter Villa heist. So either take a couple of minutes, 3 minutes to do the same, or chat amongst yourselves, but I'll be right back and we will go on that mission.
Okay.
You guys...
I just wanted to mention that something about it works out that Rhea and I are going on this together to look for Harlow, only because a character trait about Joanna, or a bond that she has, is that someone saved her life when she was out at battle once before, and so she really can't leave anyone behind as a result of that happening. So I just wanted to mention that about her character, that she really does want to go find Harlow because she can't leave her behind. And I think she also kind of has like a womanly human instinct because Harlow's a child. So she kind of, that's another reason. But I mean, it all worked out anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm not super happy about us splitting up, but it has to. At this point, I don't see another way we can accomplish these goals. So, if I'm gonna actually, Aldous, I'll pull Aldous kind of you over with the rest of the group and just put it out there. Like, look, Aldous, I think she's looking for the. She didn't say it by name, but I think she's looking for the eye as well. She wants it as a trophy, but clearly the eye goes with us, no matter what we have to do.
Definitely.
What are your plans if that should be true?
I'm going to try and talk her out of it first, but or buy her out of it. But if that can't happen, we may be put in a position where we have to take it from her by force. And just let it be
To
known,
know.
I don't trust her implicitly.
Mhm.
I mean, she was fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Whoa.
How so?
but I don't trust her, and I'm not so sure she trusts me either. But
Mhm.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 But we can't let her. We have to make sure. You say, oh wait, you know where this stone is? The eye.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
You know where the eye is inside the study? Have you've seen it there?
Yeah, and I'll sort of describe where Victoro took me, and he like opened a drawer, and assuming it's still in the same place, I would think it's in the same room at least.
All right.
All right. So how do you? As Val rolls up the map, puts it in her vest, and says, "Let's go."
So we've had an hour to rest here.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
And
So
she,
does that mean full health and spell
no,
slots?
an
What
hour
all?
rest
That's
is. Steve, help us with short rest.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not too clear.
No, that's cool. Pulling it up right here. A short rest.
And I wish I had. There's literally every potion has a picture on it, but for some reason the picture on the potion applies.
Yeah, it's funny.
What the crap?
I found it online, so it says a character can spend one or more hit dice at the end of a short rest, up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level. For each hit die spent this way, the player rolls the die and adds the Constitution modifier to it. They gain that much health.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So you would
So-
roll one die.
Up to your maximum
Your
hit
level.
dice. Yeah, which for me,
Oh,
if you're fourth level, it's
So
5 or 4. If you're fifth level, it's 5. For me, it's D8. Yeah, we do that. Let's roll some dice. I'll start with 2. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll throw one more down. Ugh. Alright. That's good enough for me.
Here's a good one. I like this picture.
So I guess you gotta, whoever wants to roll their hit dice.
where does the 8 come from? Why is it a D8?
Oh, on your character sheet, it'll have it on, right next to where you're, right below your temporary hit points. There's a little box that says total hit dice. and
Oh,
then it
I see the
says-
D8.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you have that many. So I use 3. So I have 2 left.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. So I got 10 health.
Shit. Should I roll another one? Yeah, I'm gonna roll another one. Fuck.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, gonna roll another one. Come on.
So 16 then.
Roll. Yeah.
That's a nice picture.
And thanks to Rhea's 8-hour spell, I actually have more than my maximum, so that's pretty awesome.
When you drink a flying potion, you gain the flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour and can hover. If you're in air when the potion wears off, you fall unless you have some other means of staying aloft. Potion's clear liquid, floats atop. This container has cloudy white impurities drifting in it. And Ray, you can, this has a few portions in it. You don't know it. You're not an expert at handling potions, so you don't really know, but you're not totally ignorant of the arcane.
Maybe if we each have half of it, if Joanna and I need it only. I'm sure that'd be plenty.
Yeah.
Maybe even not that much.
Roll a wisdom check.
Nice.
Yeah, you think you could probably drink a quarter of this each and get those effects. There's probably 4 portions in here.
Perfect.
And Esvel stands at the door, holds the door open. Let's go, team.
I'll make my way over to her, and as I do that, I'll take the badge that Alcoria gave me, and instead of putting it on right now, I'll put it safely in my bag. Because I think I'm thinking, like, if anybody sees me, I don't want them to associate me with the Watchful Order.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys follow her out the door? And Rhea and Joanna, what's your first move?
I guess we should follow until they get there and keep watch, right? So maybe we go there together and then we part ways outside.
Okay.
Okay, and you guys know, or Donovan does, and he's been describing the layout of this place to you because he's been to a party there before. Granted, his attention was very much taken by some shenanigans, but he
Yeah,
also,
I think we were all there once, right?
We went once inside, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he
To speak
gave
to
us
Lord
breakfast or
Castellan
something like that. It wasn't for a
Mhm.
long time, but.
Yeah, that's when you were there.
So Donovan describes this scene to you. Do you see the map?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the Castellanter Villa's stark white walls, gleaming crimson roof and turrets standing out even amongst other opulent estates of the Sea Ward. A 3-story mansion in the midst of a picturesque green gardens dappled with hedges and water features. The estate is surrounded by a tall white brick wall with a single wrought iron gate as an entrance. The Castellanter family crest, a green Y overlapping a stylized goose being fed, is emblazoned on the gate, as you remember. And armored guards stand at attention on either side, as Donovan reminds, or he remembers and imparts that to you. I would expect the entrances, or the one entrance, to be guarded. And Esvel chimes in and says, "Don't worry, we're not going in through the front." And Joanna and Rhea, you're with them at this time as you're walking through the town here. I'll just get your route. And you don't have to move too far on the map here. You'd be moving due west pretty much, catching up most likely to Delzorin Street unless you tell me otherwise. Yeah, this is, I'll try to zero the map in.
Okay. I like the calendar, by the way. I don't know if is that a newer thing?
It's newish. Donovan added some notes.
Yeah, it's been there for a
I
while.
like.
You can all draw
like.
on the map, by the
Okay.
way. You can even type notes
Right.
on that if you ever care to. Like
Okay.
he put in a date and stuff like that. So
Yeah. No, it's super helpful.
um
I'll I'll sort of like I'll let Esfel lead the way. I mean, she kind of seems to have done a lot of legwork in preparation, so
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
sort of let her decide.
she does not take Delzorin Street. She moves through every
Okay.
alley, starting here, right on the other side of Troll Skull Alley. She moves across the high road, but then right back into these alleys, moving up to Copper Street, and then through this block into Shield Street, and just the structures and the architecture and the gardens that you're looking at, being like springtime and everything's in full bloom. Everyone's in. All the people you see are even better dressed than they usually are in this part of town because everyone's celebrating. It's like festival time. And you make your way across Sewell Street, and then again back in to these properties, walking through people's gardens until you finally arrive just as Donovan described, and just as you remember, Aldous, this beautiful estate. And she leads you. Now you're walking amidst people. Like Aldous, you immediately think, "How are we gonna do this with all these people around?" And then she points over to a certain section of the wall that just turns around the property, and she just motions down at that corner of the wall. No guards. We just wait for the people to be out of sight. Shouldn't have to wait for a minute or two to wait for a break in the crowd. And that's when we make our move. She looks at Rhea and Joanna and says, I suppose, I don't know if we have any way of signaling one another. Perhaps come up with a bird call or something. But you could stand watch as long as you are able at the corner of Delzorin Street and maybe even the Street of the Singing Dolphin, just to keep an eye out. I don't know. I'll leave that to you. I'll consider you security. And she looks at Rhea and but the three of us are going over the wall and up the side of that villa.
Okay. I'll also tell her that I basically, like, as we're looking at the villa, I'll ask her if we can see the study, like the room that we're aiming for. Like, can we see a window into the study or anything like that?
Once we get at the top of the wall, you'll be able to see it, yes.
Okay. I have a trick, let's say. I can appear in that room as long as I can see inside of it, and as long as it's safe. So I'll just tell her that, because I have Misty Step, which, assuming that it's within 30 feet, I can teleport inside.
She's like, that's amazing. You're a mage then, obviously.
Yes.
What did you think he was?
How far can you move yourself?
Give or take 30 feet. I've never done anything more than that.
The wall wouldn't be that close.
Okay.
Do you need to see the location?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see, unless you were in the grounds proper, and even then it might be more than 30 feet up.
Okay.
They are tall ceilings in that building.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean, I would definitely keep it in your back pocket.
Okay.
Perhaps
It
as
could
a
be
means
an
of
escape plan.
True.
Right. Okay.
And
We're on the same page.
She looks at you and appears to very much appreciate your concern and willing to chip in such an arcane manner. And Rhea and Joanna, you'll let me know when you're plan to leave this scene, or you plan on. She asked you, do you plan on hanging around for? I mean, if everything goes well, we could be in and out of there in 25 minutes. I was
How
just
about
baking in some time for looking around.
how about we wait that long? We'll agree to wait 15 to 20 minutes,
Oh,
and
she's like,
then
wonderful, just as I planned.
if you guys aren't back by then, well, I don't know what to assume if you guys aren't back by then.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely gonna wait that full time and hope that you're back within at least 45 minutes.
If we're
Maybe
not
we can
back
try
by
to
then.
go in to poke around, or I don't know.
No, don't
I
do
think
that.
we need to find Harlow.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
we need to go
Wait as long as you
do what we
can.
promised.
As long as your conscience will let you.
All right.
Yeah, wait as long as your conscience will let you, Joanna.
If
We
she's
found
saying
it.
it's only
Hello?
going to take 20 minutes, I'm going to wait 20
Oh,
minutes.
man.
You hear us? You hear us? All right.
Yeah.
Hello?
Technical difficulty.
Just the mic. Hang on.
Ouch.
I like Espel.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, no. What is up with my mic? I'll be
Can you
right
hear
back.
us? Oh crap.
Be right back.
Try to unplug it and plug it back in.
Good to go. Sorry.
No problem. All right. Let's find.
Why is there an initiative order up?
Well, actually, I need to roll it on the next screen, so I rolled a little premature on my part.
Alright.
Is this the one?
Alright.
Castle Lantern level.
Poor Harlow's asleep.
No, I'm just playing.
That like, I keep thinking about that like abomination in the tower. It's like pretty creepy.
Yeah. Maybe he likes candy though, and we'll be friends. And
Yeah, we'll have to see. He was lifting his arm, so
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Let's hope candy, not flesh.
All right, so that's the right map. So I don't throw you on the wrong thing. Okay, got it.
Shit.
All right. You guys are positioned in the area of the wall where Esvel said she intends to take you over. I suppose you can move your own tokens around, but for the time being, I'll say Rhea chose to stand here, Joanna chose to stand here. Move yourselves around, 30 feet per round at your will. And you see Esvel. Do you still see her initiative there, or did it go away?
Went away.
All right, so let me
Yeah.
remove that. And everyone, Roll, Donovan. You have a climbing ability, right?
I do.
And you can help Aldous. Aldous, make a dexterity check.
Okay.
And you can all roll initiative just to put yourselves. Well, Donovan and Aldous, that is.
Not amazing, but 11.
Aldous, you can roll again because Donovan is helping you.
Okay. The same.
Nice. Let's see. And in an instant, the Black Viper is over this wall. And Donovan, what did you roll?
I didn't roll. You want me to roll it now?
Yeah, roll your
15.
and in an instant, you and Aldous, if you want to describe your maneuvering, feel free to, but based on your rolls, you are able to traverse this wall with no problem.
I'll step down, just give my back to Aldous. Use my back. Put your foot in my back. Push yourself up as quick as you can. As soon as I feel him push off, I'll grab him by the bottom of his boot and press him upwards.
And suddenly the street noise becomes less now that you're in this. And actually, even strangely, you feel like you're in the cocoon of privileged people. Like, even the sound of the city is subdued by this opulent palace of a home.
Mm-hmm.
And without wasting a moment, Esfel makes through these trees. Here, you can move yourselves over the wall. And let's see here.
We're stuck on the
Oh,
wall.
I actually can. Yeah, I can.
Oh, really? Hold on.
It's funny.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're right at the tree line immediately.
Okay.
And do you follow Esvel in through this patch of trees here?
Oh, yeah.
She moves from
Yeah.
like tree to tree very adeptly.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see, where is her character sheet?
I'll tell Aldous to follow where I walk. Use my stealth to try.
Should we roll initiative or?
You don't have. I was just throwing it up there in case something happens, and we'll just be already in there.
Okay.
For when we get caught.
Yeah.
If that should happen.
Yeah.
And Esfel does have some. You can tell by the way she moves. She has some. Similar to Donovan, she has the cunning action. And it looks like Donovan and the Black Viper could move a lot faster. They're definitely keeping the pace slower for Aldous.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell Aldous, like, wow, they could probably do this a lot quicker without me. But obviously, it's advantageous to have a third person. And then she moves, waiting for, because there are people out here on the lawn. And she waits for the right moment. And in fact, let's see, do a wisdom check. And she makes her move.
Wow, natural 20.
She's smart.
Picking the right time to move right up to this building. And she's like...
Right behind her.
Oh, boy.
I'll wave out a song.
Should I do a roll for that?
No,
it can't hurt.
Just run.
It can't hurt unless you roll a natural 1.
You can roll a stealth check, I guess, right?
You can roll it with advantage because
Okay.
Esvel chose the right time so
Right.
perfectly that you have all the time in the world unless it fall
Yeah.
apart.
Good roll.
Okay.
You
So
feel
17.
like you just performed as masterfully as they did, Aldous. And
And I'm like tiptoeing across the grass, like, oh.
and she immediately starts scaling the side of this building here. And she's pointing, like she taps the stone, like indicate, put your hand here. When her foot goes up, she taps it with her toe, put your foot here. And she looks like she's motioning towards Aldous.
Yeah, follow her.
So,
I'll let Aldous go next, and I'll help him. She's helping him from above. I'll help him from below.
perfect.
Okay. All right.
All right, so now you're all going to make a climbing check.
Okay. Is that strength?
Dexterity.
Use whatever is to your advantage. Sometimes
Okay.
people can pull themselves up by brute strength. You might have to make a dexterity check along the way, but like she
Okay.
has athletics and acrobatics.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
athletics.
Dex would be better because I have slightly more advantage.
Oh wow, she rolled a natural 20 again.
Damn.
Yeah,
She's very adept.
That's pretty unbelievable.
You roll with advantage too, Alice, because you're
She's
being.
just showing
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
She is showing off.
She's pretty awesome.
And Aldous does the same. Wow, does it masterfully. Keeps his robes tucked in.
Yeah. It's amazing what I can do with some help.
It's awesome.
All right. I'm not even gonna require another check. Wait, Donovan, did you? Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to do yours, right?
No, I rolled it. It's in there right under Aldous. Or above Aldous and.
Oh, 23. You guys find yourself standing atop. Those rolls get you all the way to the top. And
Okay.
you're standing on this roof. And she moves to a portion of the roof where it looks like some of the tiles have previously been moved out of the way.
Man, you sneaky.
Yeah, if there's a way in up here, they'll have that locked and or trapped. Who knows, magically barred. This is fail safe. So she starts removing a piece of wood underneath these tiles and making her way in here.
Wow.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the streets, you just see lots of party goers, lots of really well-dressed people going to and fro. Joanna and Rhea. And let's do this real quick here. Harlow, have you have you figured out that how much candy have you eaten? You have like 250 pieces of candy in this sack. Are you just sitting there nervously eating it or what?
So, like, I was eating candy, and then I opened the door again to see if the thing took any of the candy, and then I eat enough that I'm feeling brave that I go towards it.
You go towards it.
Yeah, but, like, I'm keeping, like, 5 feet away from it.
You can't keep 5 feet away from it. As soon as you come out of the door, it's going to be within arm. Well, it moves slowly apparently, but it's within arm's reach of you. Like it's within swatting distance. It's just not moving from where it's standing because it looks like because you haven't walked into the room. But it does motion towards you when you throw candy in or when you take a glimpse.
So, like, I keep candy in my hand, and, like, I'm going towards it, and then I throw more candy at it and see what happens.
It doesn't go towards the candy, but it does reach towards you. and raises its arm. It looks like it's going to swat at you.
I start preparing my fires. Actually, I can't prepare that because I don't have anything. I start preparing produce flame in my hand.
Just check the components on it. Half of your spells don't require material components. Anything that requires material components, you don't have them. But
yeah, I don't think I need anything for produce flame, but I know I needed stuff for Fireblade, which is why I didn't do that.
yeah, all right.
So I'm preparing produce flame just in case.
All right. Well, roll initiative.
Oh, darn.
Unless you go back into the door, but it looks like it's about to swat at you.
Like I'm backing up, I'm preparing for it to swat at me, so I'll still roll initiative.
Okay.
I guess. Yay!
All right. Well, it goes to take a swat at you.
Oof.
Thwacking you and actually hitting you with the door, catching you, and slapping you in the door jamb, taking 12 bludgeoning points of damage.
Oof. Basically dead.
You're like, immediate headache. You feel swelling on your face where the door hit you. Sorry about that, honey. I'm very sorry about that, honey.
It's fine.
I don't want you to get hurt.
It's fine.
But it is a flesh golem after all.
Does her like getting ready, does that count as her turn?
Oh yeah. What action did you want to take?
I guess I'll throw produce flame at it.
Okay.
But I guess it might be a little janky because
no, go for it. You get
into a door.
You get an action.
Yeah, but I just got eaten into a door and lost like almost half my health.
Yeah.
Roll 20's taking 90 years.
All right, it's fine. We're going to move back to the other scene. And we'll see how that attack resolves when it comes through.
There's something.
Don't think I hit it.
You don't hit it.
Ooh.
Darn.
All right, so you guys are... Oh, what the hell did I just do? Trying to get this. There it is. You find yourself in this room. And Asvel, she looks like she's trying to get her bearings. And yes, it should be right through this door over here. And she moves to the door.
I'll look at Alice. Does she know what she's fucking talking about?
It seems like it. She knows as much as we know, at least.
Be ready. I'll put my hand on my imp sticker when I say that to Aldous. We might get betrayed here.
Mm-hmm. My plan, like, just in my mind, is to basically like make a beeline to where I think, or where I last saw where Victoria put the eye, and I want to like basically play it off that I didn't find anything, that I'm still like searching for it, and I'm gonna see if I can like fool her, which is, I'm assuming, gonna be pretty tough because she like does these things all the time. But that's my plan.
You look like you're in the attic of this. You're obviously in the attic of this.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Hold on. I gotta get rid of a couple of tokens.
Oh, cute.
What the fuck kind of sex dungeon is this?
Oh, we're in an attic, Donnie.
It's like the intro to Hellraiser.
it really is, actually. That's
chains,
funny.
they like shoot out of the darkness.
Yeah, something's gonna come up from the floor. Oh wow.
And
Kind of seems familiar.
Oh, look at
You
that
do
spell.
hear-
We could have done this back at the end,
You do hear a rattling chain, as a matter of fact.
No.
Motherfucker.
And you see Esfel unsure, like, I think, yeah, it should be right below here. And then what seems like an eternity, probably 10 seconds of silence while she looks up at Donovan and she looks over at Aldous. Yeah, I think it's right below here.
I don't see any fucking stairs.
There should be a trapdoor right around here.
Well, there was one in the room we just came through.
And you see a form come out of the shadows, Donovan.
Holy shit.
And you hear chains rattle.
Good call on the Hellraiser stuff there, Ray.
Yeah, it's very much like.
What the fuck?
That's a Cenobite.
Yes.
Mhm.
His initiative didn't pop up in the turn order, by the way.
Oh no? Why would it not?
I don't, and he's not on the map either, by the way.
Oh, okay. I must have him on the.
I don't like the music, dude. This is like, I saw that movie when I was very young. It left some scars.
Everyone roll initiative. My roll 20 is locking up. Sorry to say.
Yeah, I think it's being kind of
Unbelievable.
weird today.
Yeah, I don't have a token. Joanna and I don't have tokens, so we can't.
We're not
Yeah.
in there.
Luckily.
We waited
I
outside.
know. I don't know. Something was gonna happen out there as well.
Maybe he can't get out of that circle.
Yeah, maybe he's like chained.
Nah, he can get out of that circle. We're fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's working. Oh no, I can't get the order to go in.
It's alright, we can do it visually. You just gotta roll for Viper.
Oh, right, yeah. And the eerie music stops for a moment. And you hear, "Help me." And you see this in the shadows instead of that visage you just saw a moment ago. And then when you blink your eyes again, it is gone. And you see this visage yet again.
Oh boy.
Is that his kid? Is that the brother?
It must be. He must have been transformed into this thing.
Okay.
All right, I'm
let's
gonna go
see
back
here.
and get Ray and Joanna out of this. No, just kidding. Be right back. Oh shit! This is terrible.
So let's see here.
Never split up the party. No, we're fucked.
Yeah,
From-
whose idea was that?
From out
That was my idea too.
of the darkness comes the sound of a rattling chain, and it strikes you, Donovan.
Oh, 10 points.
Doing 10 slashing damage, and you are roll a strength check at DC 14
Oh, good luck. Strength check. I'm gonna use my.
to escape being grappled.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to try and get out of this at the beginning. Here we go. Rolling with advantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. So you are not grappled until the grappling of the target is restrained. Okay.
10 points of damage. Ouch.
And Esvel is stunned and frozen in place for this turn.
You bitch.
Well,
And let's see.
She was doing so well.
yeah. Jesus.
Well, this is an unnerving. Let's see here. Actually, here.
Yeah, just take 20 minutes or so.
Unnerving mask. When a creature the devil can see starts his turn within 30 feet of the devil can create an illusion that looks like one of the creature's departed loved ones or bitter enemies. If the creature can see the devil, it must succeed on a DC 14 wisdom saving throw and be frightened until its next turn.
Yikes.
So let's see. Are you guys within 30 feet?
I
Let's
am.
check that. All right, so make that check.
Okay, wisdom. Save.
And you hear another chain whip out from the darkness. Oh, and you see here, I have another picture here.
Well,
Now you get a good image of what this thing looks like.
wow. Amazing.
And your imagination starts conjuring all sorts of demonic sounds as this chain whips out from the darkness, like I said.
So I just filled my shorts.
Yikes.
Aldous taking 11 slashing damage. And
Yikes.
And roll a strength check. Trying to roll a 14 or over to not be grappled by these chains.
Use your advantage.
Okay.
Gotta do this.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use my inspo. Strength saving throw, right?
Yes, strength.
Oh wait, I didn't roll advantage.
This creature starts thrashing and stomping about, making quite a ruckus up here.
So if I'm using my inspiration, should I just roll again? Because I forgot to roll.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, Elvis. Come on, Elvis. Come on. Yeah.
Nice. So not grappled.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys both get actions this turn.
Attack.
Okay.
So it's what? Is Esfel? She's not attacking this turn. Just Aldous and I.
Now you look over at Esfel, and she looks like she is frightened.
Okay.
Bitch. I'm not going to wait for this thing to slash at me again. I'm going to rush up to the edge of the chains. Well, I guess I have to... Do I have to get to the chains? Yes, I do. To attack it.
Everything goes silent for a second, and you again hear, "Help me."
Wish I could help you. I'm going to set you free, hopefully.
All right, so what are you doing?
Tumble once, and then as agilely as I can, I'm going to stab directly front once with Fiend's Gift and once with Imp Sticker. Roll to hit.
Yeah. Nice.
17 with my rapier and
Hits.
a
You hit the
20
creature,
with
and
Imp Sticker.
it wails and flings chains in all directions.
Yeah. 13 with Fiend's Gift. That's 6. 19 points of damage with...
The 13 does not hit.
No. 20 hits, right?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Sorry, I misread that.
No, that's all right.
So 19 altogether?
19 altogether. 2 hits.
All right. You don't see any semblance of this thing. Like, you don't even know how to see if it was damaged. It's just wailing as if it's in pain anyway. You don't see blood fall from these wounds. You know you made wounds. Aldous? Anything?
All right. I think what I'm gonna do is, let me see. I'm gonna like move out of range. Essentially, I'm gonna move like closer to Esfel, like closer to the door, maybe.
Okay.
Slap her on your way by.
Yeah. And then I will. Oh wait, no, I can't move out of range. I have to be within 30 feet to do this spell. Okay, I guess I'm not doing that spell. Let's see. I am going to.
Wait, you can't move and then do the spell?
Or do the spell and then move?
I can, but I was thinking of doing a spell that was 30 feet. So it would mean that I have to stay in range. So I have to do a different spell, essentially.
Wait, I don't get it. Can't you like move
Oh,
and then do the spell? Like
No, I
moving
would
is
have to
part of
do the
your-
spell, then move,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because the spell is 30 feet. Could I, if I wanted to cast Witch Bolt, could I cast it at 30 feet at like max range, then move back as I
Yes.
channeled it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move
Okay.
after your action for sure.
Okay. Okay. And I would still be able to like channel it into the next turn.
Probably not.
Yes.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I don't know. What am I missing?
I don't know. Throw the spell up there.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'll throw it up.
Hey, I'm sorry we're not getting too much done. You know, enough. I wanted to get further, but we're going to end in a few minutes. So
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Sorry, we'll be dead soon. Now, this spell also ends if the target is outside of the spell's range.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
So you could do it and
So
then
then
move outside of the range, though.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do a different spell, I think. Let's see. I'm going to do Dissonant Whispers. And I will make that a level 3 spell slot. So that's 10 psychic damage.
Let's see here.
It has to make a wisdom save.
All right, he doesn't have resistances against. What was it again?
Dissonant Whispers. I'm trying to. How do I there? So the target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its action, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
It fails, and you hear the wailing of this creature, this child, and then it goes from this like monstrous growling wail down to a whispering child's suffering voice, and then back to the sound of a beast, back and forth. Quite maddening, if you could imagine. All right, well, we'll wrap it there because it's almost
Okay.
10:30, and
Oh,
sorry to leave in the middle of a combat, but that's where we're at.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's scary.
Boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering at what point do we hop over because it's taking too long, or at what point are we like, oh, they're fine, and then just leave
Yeah.
and try and find Harlow, because like that's the main thing that's on my mind right now.
Right.
probably.
How long?
right at
How
the-
long has this been at this point? Not
You've
that
been in here
long.
like 7 minutes, or like you guys went over the wall in 1 minute, you went up to the trees in another minute, went up the house in 2 more minutes, and it took you a couple minutes to get in. You really, I mean, like maybe 15 at the most. You haven't been in there that long.
So it's like getting to the point though where Rhea and Joanna would be leaving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good plan. Oh, look at her. Good plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
Great plan.
We it might actually be worth it for us to just split at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I
and-
mean, I was going to say you might want to just escape, and
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Donovan wants to help the child as it was asking.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'd rather help our child.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we can decide what to do. next
Run!
time.
Run!
Yeah. I'd be okay deciding that now. Say we just after this turn we're like,
I'm just gonna run past her and grab Esfel by the face and push her into the wall and then dive out
Yeah.
the window.
I mean, because at this point he failed the wisdom save, so it means that he is basically running away
He's trying
from
to-
me,
he's
which
trying
is
to
like
flee.
into the corner. Yeah.
Or as far as he can. I don't know.
How
if he-
far has he got to be back? Just as far as he
It's
can from you.
as far as its speed allows away from you. The
All right,
creature
so
doesn't
he's-
move into obvious dangerous ground such as fire or pit.
He's
Yeah.
cowering in the corner. You could see he
Yeah.
moved to a shadowy corner over there. But the last
Mhm.
thing you see and hear before
Run.
trying to leave is, oh, I won't. Help me.
Yeah, we'll be back.
It's a no for me, dog.
Sorry, buddy. You're on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, I gotta go. So have a great
Okay.
night, everyone. Thank
Good
you
All
so
seeing
right.
much.
everybody.
Look forward to
Yeah.
See ya.
We'll see you, kids.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.